I want to do a full face of Hourglass, but I also have two new products in today's video. I have the Solvaggio First Care Activating Serum, so I'm going to use this as my primer. And also, I wanted to try this Natasha Denona High Glam, and this is the Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier. I did play with this for a while now. I don't know what I'm thinking yet, so I want to keep playing with it and use this underneath my Hourglass products. So let's start with this Solvaggio, I think that's how you say Solvaggio First Care Activating Serum. This is a 15 milliliter product and it's a great hydrating serum. This is a Korean serum and you can buy it on Amazon as well. I'll make sure to link this product down below. The cap just comes off and it's just like a little pump, but this feels like ceramic. It doesn't feel like plastic to me. This is what the product looks like. So it's this orange liquidy serum, supposed to be very hydrating. I want to really hydrate my face. It smells very organic. It smells really nice, nothing like perfume like. Yeah, made in Korea. And now I'm going to go in with my Road Glazing Milk. And this is just to add extra hydration to the face because I feel like my skin is quite dry with the dry weather we have here in Calgary. Okay, so let this sink in. Perfect. Now here is the Natasha Denona Hygiene Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier. It reduces pore visibility, increases skin hydration, and improves skin moisturization. Product looks quite beautiful. I really love the packaging. It's quite thin. You can see that I've used it. Go up there. Kona's crying to go up on the chair. Go up there. I have seen her use her brush with this product. So you can use this product by just swirling your brush and wiping it all over the face. She also uses the Natasha Denona Hygiene Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum. I didn't want to use this today. I just wanted to use this new serum I bought. But she dumps a couple drops into the product and swirls it around, which is something I would not like to do. I don't know if that's safe to do or if it's gonna have bacteria grow in it. I don't know. Okay, so let me show you. Let's swirl this brush in here. I'll do one side of the face. You can use this as a highlighter on top of the foundation. I've seen her use it this way, so I want to try it and put it underneath my foundation. It is quite, I don't understand the product. It looks beautiful, but you can see some specks of sparkles. Like you can see how nice and hydrating it looks. Don't know how it looks on camera. On camera, it looks a little bit more hydrating. Okay, so here is the side with this new, it's been out for a while, and this is in the shade 01 Light, Natasha Denona Hygiene Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier. And then here it is without. So you can see the difference. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see how this is gonna go with my Hourglass skin tint. Okay, so what do you guys think of this product? I still don't know what to think. I see it quite, a little bit more glittery than I would prefer, but I do love the glowy finish it gives my skin, so I'm happy I have it. It's nothing, I don't know if I'll repurchase it. I have to play with it a little bit more, so I still am thinking about this product. Here is my Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint, and I have mine in the shade 3. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of this product. Give it a good shake. Just gonna put some on the back of my hand. And I think I will go with this Patrick Ta for face brush. Yeah, number 6. And let's see how this is gonna look with this Natasha Denona Glow product underneath. I'm gonna go afterwards with a sponge as well. It looks even better. It just covers those specks of glitters. So I just added a little bit more on the back of my hand. Not bad. So let's go in with a beauty sponge. I love the look. So right away, I can tell that this product by Natasha Denona underneath, now with a foundation on top, it just provides very nice healthy glow, which I really like. So I prefer to use this not just on its own, add a foundation on top, or you can use it as a highlighter on top of the foundation. It does make the skin look very nice and natural, right? So what do we think of the skin? Love it. I actually love this skin tint. It looks so beautiful and it provides just the perfect amount of coverage. Okay, for concealer, I have my Hourglass concealer, and this concealer is in the shade Birch. I don't like the sticker coming off. I wish that was not a sticker, but this is from what I remember, I think it's more of a high coverage concealer, so I have to be careful. So I'm just gonna add a little bit there. I'm gonna add on my eyes for sure. There you go. That's just to brighten a little bit. This is, I look really funny. This is a very nice brightening concealer. To be careful not to go with too much. And I think that maybe with this one, I went just a little bit too much. I forgot how much coverage it provides, but it's okay. Oh, I love how brightening it is, but too much coverage. So that's my fault. Too much product. Look how much coverage. That's insane. I really like it. It's really pretty. Let's put bronzer. I have two palettes here. The Hourglass Jellyfish and then Hourglass Snake palette. Let's see the bronzers here. Okay, so we have more of a cool tone in the Snake right here. And then we have more of a warm tone in the Jellyfish. I think I'm gonna go with the Snake one for now anyways. I'm gonna use this Hourglass smaller brush, and because the products are very close together, so I don't want to go into a blush or highlighter. And then let's see. And so intense, you can see that. So I learned from Nina Ubi that I need to place the product right here. At least when she contours, she places it right there. She makes it look so easy. I love her videos, and she just teaches very nicely. She's really good at what she does. I love her makeup tips. I just want to go with a little bit more product. Okay, that looks really nice. I really love this palette. Okay, for blush, I want to use two blushes. I'm going to use a Hourglass liquid blush, and this is the Unreal liquid blush, and the shade I have, let me find it, Imagine. Very pigmented, so very little goes a long way. And then I'm gonna choose a blush from this palette, which is most likely, depending on how this one will look. So let's put that one on. The way this one works, it's quite messy, so you have to squeeze the bottom. Oh, look how intense that looks. That looks quite scary. So I'm just gonna use a Makeup by Mario F4 brush, I think it is, and just swirl the product. Yeah, it's a nice peachy shade. So I'm just gonna use it place it in here to give myself that lifting effect. So I'm not gonna place it on the apple of my cheeks. I'm gonna place it on the bone. Wow, that's intense. So I'm just gonna flip it on the other side, because I do want to add a little bit of powder blush as well. Yeah, that looks pretty. Very intense. Like, I wish they would have made this product smaller and then cheaper, like half the size, because look at this. You don't need more than a dot to do your face. So from what I see, I think that the perfect palette would be the Snake palette and go into this blush, which I think it's called Peach Fusion. And I'm gonna use, maybe I'll use this one, Morphe X Aerial brush. This is brush number 822. This way you make your, oh yeah, this matches perfectly. You make your cream blush last longer because you're adding this powder on top. And they actually match very nice together. both of these are finishing powders right here. I want to go with this one. So I'm going to go with finishing powder. This is Ethereal Light, and this is in the Jellyfish palette. Yes, and I want to add this underneath my eyes and eyelids and in this area right here. Make sure that we don't have any creasing. And I'm going to go with this Hourglass brush, which is the small one. I like to add some here to make sure that this doesn't crease. So whatever I have left on my brush, I'm just gonna diffuse this blush. For the eyes, I have an eye product for sure, but before I move to the Hourglass eye product, I do want to set my eye with my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick in the shade Taupe. I'm just gonna move this all over my eyelid here. Just want to add a base to it. I've heard that those products in the Hourglass palettes, you're not supposed to really use them on the eyes. I have in the past, nothing happened, but keep that in mind. Like, look how nice this Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick slides on top of powder eye. Like, I have powder on my eye and it still blends really nicely. Oh, it's so nice. And now let's move on to the Hourglass eyeshadow. And this is very similar to the Urban Decay Space Cowboy. This is the Hourglass Scatter Light Glitter eyeshadow in Ray. So you have to be very careful. It comes with this cap that you remove. And here it is. So pretty. So I'm just going to use my finger and start with that. And just scatter it all over the eyelid. Oh, it's so lightweight and beautiful. And I like to use this with the Bobbi Brown sticks because they're more cream shadows. And I feel like this glitter sticks more natural and better on the eyelid. Oh, it feels very lightweight. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything. And I think I'm going to leave it like that on the top. Now I'm going to go with another Bobbi Brown, and this is in Bark. It's more of a darker shade. So instead of using an eyeliner, I've been using this. So I'm just going to go very close right there and just dab where my lashes are. Way close to the corner of my eye, and then just move it up a bit just to intensify it right there. So all I do is I stamp the actual eyeshadow stick. If you want, you can get a small fluffy brush and just blend it to make it look a little bit more natural and not too much of a line there. So it's up to you. Here is the difference between this eye done with that Bobbi Brown in the shade Bark and then like nothing. So you can, whatever you prefer, you can stop right here. It looks really nice. Or you can just add a little bit more smoke to the eye, which that's what I feel like today. And you don't have to be precise, and it's so easy to use. I've discovered this way yesterday. I played with this Bobbi Brown eyeshadow sticks, and I really like how the eye turns out with just stamping a little bit of darker shade, the outer corner. Add some mascara, and this is my favorite by Tarte, the Tarte Tartlet Mascara. And I'll be right back with lips. So enjoy this intermission. Okay, so here is the complexion done, eyes done. We can move on to lips. Now for lips, I do not remember, at least I have not found a Hourglass lip liner, but I do have this beautiful Charlotte Tilbury one. I want to keep it nude, and this is in this is a lip cheat in Iconic Nude. So I'm going to line my lips with this, and then we're going to go into a beautiful lipstick by Hourglass. This is a perfect color. My lips are completely dry, especially around the perimeter. So this lip liner still works very nice with my dry lips. This is such a pretty color. So for lipstick, I have this lipstick. It's a mini one, but it is by Hourglass, and it is in the shade Dahlia. Look how pretty that is. So here is the color. I love this lip liner. It's my favorite lip liner. I wish it would last longer than, like, I wish it was like a waterproof lip liner. It's pretty and it's hydrating. I really like it. I really like this lipstick and the lip liner, but I can never get myself to buy a lipstick. They're so expensive, and this is good enough. I don't need more than this. Here is the final look. What do you guys think? Let me take my hair out. What do you guys think? I love it. I love the Hourglass products. Be very careful with the concealer. It's super full coverage, so a little bit goes a long way. Very brightening, so don't add too much, especially if you have any fine lines or smile lines, because it will eventually crease there. Just, it's very natural and normal. What do we think about this? Now you can barely see the Natasha Denona underneath, so you don't really see glitters or any chunk of sparkles on the face, which I really like. It did provide a nice glowy base for the skin and for the foundation, I mean the skin tint, and I think it makes the skin look really nice. I really love this bronzer and blush combo. It's so pretty. So this one right here, be very careful. It's so pigmented. One drop goes a long way. Paired with this nice peach blush from the Snake palette. It's one of my favorites. It's so pretty. Anyway, so here is a full face of Hourglass. Let me know what's your favorite Hourglass product. Would love to hear. I really love my skin tint, and I think it's a perfect shade, number 3 for me. Maybe I could have gone a little bit lighter, but it still works. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also have the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light in, Hourglass, the ambient lighting bronzer, which I just bought this. So I guess I could have used this one. We can add a little bit more with the same brush. This way. Like, look how pretty this is. I forgot to use this product. I was gonna use this, but it's okay because the palettes has really nice bronzers. I really wanted to use this one. This is a little bit more warmer, you can see, but it's so pretty. And I've used this on the eyes too. Not sure if you're supposed to, but I did. Beautiful bronzer. Anyways, yeah, definitely recommend this guy. And I got it in a mini because I have so many bronzers. I didn't want to waste more money on another big bronzer. Okay, now, thank you so much for spending time with me. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.